Hi there, Dr. Sheep here. Welcome to my first tutorial. Today, we are exploring how does precision agriculture affect grass, and then coincidentally, hey, if this is what you're into or need information about, stick around after the intro. Okay, so in regular farming sim, you plant your grass, you fertilize it, there's no need to weed, you wait for it to grow, you harvest it by mowing it and collecting it, and then it grows up again, you fertilize it before you're ready to harvest again, and you do this 3 times, and then you lime, and at some point you probably have to plow if you have periodic plowing on. I turn periodic plowing off because, well, it's going to kind of mess with this, and also it's not realistic. There's no need to plow, especially with grass. First things first, I bought Field 29 on Felsburn and looked at, okay, I took the samples and realized, okay, here's how much nitrogen we need. We need, however, this target value over here to our left. This tells us here's how much fertilizer we need to put on, and theoretically, we should not have to apply fertilizer for this round. I don't know, but we're going to find out. So we'll start the helper planting the grass, and then once he or she is done, we will move on to the next step. The main question is, will you need to apply lime? I'm assuming you will, because even with soybeans, which don't require any nitrogen, I'm assuming we're going to have to apply lime. I don't know. And also, will I continually need to apply fertilizer? That's also another question I want to answer. So this shouldn't take too long for me to find out and figure out. I will be back with you once he or she is finished, and we are ready to move on to whether or not we need to fertilize again after planting this first round, if that makes sense. We'll still be on the first round of grass, but not the next. So it does turn out this field before we got the grass planted, but before we do anything else, its pH was already bad, so I'm applying lime. As you can see, the pH value is now perfect. We will then see how the whole growing process affects this. So something interesting just happened. Weeds sprouted. I didn't even think weeds were possible with grass. But apparently, in the first growth stage, when you're first growing the grass, you do get weeds that first time. Interesting. I wonder if that's not a glitch? Because that's not supposed to happen, right? Okay, so one interesting observation at the moment. So, like with most things with the precision agriculture setup, once the crop gets to its first growth stage after it's come up, it does not require more nitrogen. Oh, okay, unless you missed a few spots. But besides the point. The point is, for the most part, it does. Oh, it's saying okay because there's too much nitrogen. That wasn't my fault. That's the seeder's problem. Point is, you don't need to add any nitrogen, it looks like, after the first planting, though, in the first time, before the first harvest. We will see what effects we get after the first harvest, and now we're on to the second time growing after planting. Okay, we are back. We have done one harvest. That is it. And look at that nitrogen value. It plummeted. Like, actually plummeted. Wow. I was not expecting it to drop that much. Oh, that's yield. Wow. Well, I wasn't expecting that. And pH also dropped. So, the game is literally yelling at me right now, hey, you need to put all this stuff on there. So as you can see, pH will also need to be applied. So you also need to apply lime every 3 years like you normally would do. So every 3 harvests. That's very interesting. And that will have a big impact on your yield. So, I guess that answers that question. Question being, does precision agriculture affect how grass is grown in Farming Sim 2019? The answer is no. It is literally the same. Nothing changed. Except for the fact that now you only have to apply nitrogen once after you plant. One less time. Because normally you'd have to plant and then fertilize, grow, harvest, fertilize. In precision, you plant and fertilize, grow, fertilize. There is no need to apply fertilizer again after you plant like you normally would. So that is very interesting, and because of how low this nitrogen value dropped, there's nothing to say that you can't, because of how much this dropped, I don't know if manure and slurry would be enough. Just reapplying that over and over again would even be worth it. You might as well go mineral fertilizer. Well, anyways, I would like to thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. I don't know if I'll ever do another tutorial again. If you like this tutorial, let me know what other kind of tutorials you want me to do or other experiments. And good night. What an episode, ladies and gentlemen. If you enjoyed what you watched and you want to see what the series started, go check out the playlist. If you want to see more, and so you don't miss a single second, make sure you subscribe. Anyways, stick around for the next 20 seconds to give me that sweet watch time, and I'll see you guys in the next one.